The crash ended in seconds, but the aftermath has lasted for years. Two young men were gone, two families were shattered, and somehow the person convicted of taking their lives became the one getting online attention. That is not legacy, that is notoriety, and it is disgusting. Dom Russo's family is fighting for Dom's and Davion's law, hoping to change the Son of Sam law so people convicted of crimes cannot turn tragedy into attention, influence, or profit. Davion Flanagan's family is honoring him through a scholarship for young people pursuing barber school, turning his memory into a door someone else can walk through. Mackenzie should not be the name people obsess over. Dom and Davion should be the names remembered.
Darkness, debaters, starts now.
Welcome back, Darkness Debaters. We hope you are all doing amazing. Brandy, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. We're in the thick of things. It's summertime. It's heating up here in Texas.
It sure
And
is.
and yeah, we're ready to dive into
Yeah.
the legacy that Dom and Davion are leaving behind. They should be here, of course. They should be here. But if
Yeah,
we can
absolutely.
if we can turn something just a little bit positive after this tragedy, this senseless tragedy, um, then then we should. And I have the utmost respect for their families for starting these initiatives in their honor and really standing up to their murderer and trying to stop her in her tracks from this attention that she's getting, because clearly she gets off on it. She's thriving on it. It's uncalled for. And like I said, it's disgusting. So, yeah, if you want to get into it,
It absolutely
Mandy.
is. Yes. So I'm looking at change.org, and all of this information will be linked in the description. I'm going to have something up here, so like a screenshot, so you guys know you're in the right place. So you can sign the petition, you can donate, and those donations help to advertise and for various other things. This is Dom and Davion's law. Victims before influencers. Modernize the Son of Sam's law. So far, as of right now, when we're recording this, there have been 121,770 signatures, verified signatures. It says it's a new petition, but it's gaining momentum in government and politics. There have been 88,760 shares. Thank you, guys, and keep it going.
Keep sharing.
There's 1,500 comments. I'm looking more people are signing it as I'm reading. There's even more people signing it.
That's amazing.
This is what Christine Russo had to say. This is what, let me get it here. Okay. This is what she has to say. This is on the change.org. This is a quote from her on the change.org page. It says here just today, 12,796 people have signed. So keep that up. You guys are awesome. You're rocking it. Keep going. My brother Dominic Russo was killed by Mackenzie Shirilla, a case that was recently brought to the public's attention through the Netflix documentary, The Crash. Since the documentary aired, our family has had to relive this tragedy publicly over and over. What hurts even more is seeing how modern social media culture allows violent offenders to gain attention, followers, donations, publicity, and influence from the crimes that destroyed families like mine. I started this petition to call on lawmakers to modernize these laws for the digital age and to close the loopholes that allow convicted violent offenders to turn tragedy into personal gain. Please sign and share my petition. It is completely free to sign, and every signature helps bring awareness and push for change for victims' families everywhere. And it says the Son of Sam laws were first created in the late 1970s after public outrage of the serial killer David Berkowitz profiting off of his crimes. And at that time, lawmakers were concerned with book deals, movies, interviews, and media contracts. But of course, today they can get notoriety. They can go online and seek sympathy or have someone do it for them. In the case of Sharilla Dakilla, her mom is running all these socials, and she's getting all kinds of money put on her books by people. So she's profiting off of this. And this law wouldn't just change it for her. It wouldn't just be she's the only one not allowed. This would I do remember hearing this would be like a state thing in Ohio,
Mhm.
but you start in Ohio and then you move
Yeah.
to federal, but this would be for all. At this going forward, becoming a law there would eventually become a law everywhere.
Yeah, it would set a
Um,
precedent.
right, and it it would be easier for other states and federal to follow suit and say, you know what, that's right. Let's do that. Um, so yeah, everything you need to find it will be here. You can also do a Google search. Uh, just type in change.org, Dom's Law, Davion's Law, Dom and Davion's Law, anything like that, and it's going to pop up. Actually, when I was looking for it and went to Google it, I put in change.org, and it was the first. Christine Russo was the first one that popped up. So it's just that popular right now. But go and sign it. You don't have to donate money. You don't have to pay anything. But if you
Yeah,
can
you can
donate
just sign it.
$5, $10 to help move it out, that's appreciated. There's also, you mentioned the scholarship.
Yes.
All right. So there's the Davion Flanagan Memorial Fund.
Yes.
It's a 501c3 nonprofit Memorial Barber Scholarship Fund in memory of our son Davion Flanagan, whose life was tragically taken from him on July 31st, 2022. Our goal is to help others achieve our son's dream of attending barber school. So all of the links to that will be here as well. Go join them, follow them. They have a GoFundMe linked there that you can donate um, and raise money to help people in Davion's name. Like you
For the
said
barber
earlier,
school.
Brandy, this tragedy shouldn't have happened, but it did, and their families have really shown up for the future. Um, Even though they know that that's a future that they're not going to be included in, they will. This is their legacy. This is the legacy that their names will be remembered for. Um, Dom and Davion's law will protect someone else. It'll do some for them too, but it'll protect someone else in the future, and someone else's family from having to watch this disgusting, horrible monster that murdered someone from making money off of it. And Davion's Memorial Scholarship Fund is going to open doors for people. I don't know. There might be a lot of scholarships for barber school out there. I really don't know. But this is the first one I've ever heard of. So there's things like that that people want to do that maybe don't have a lot of scholarships. So the fact that they chose that and chose to say, hey, future barbers, you know, let my brother walk with you here. Let my brother
Yeah,
live through your hands for just a little while. And I think that's amazing.
I do
I
too.
think these families taking this unimaginable tragedy and horrific loss and turning it into something that's going to save someone else is the definition of humanity. Um, yeah, I got all the feels for those families, and what they're doing, and making sure that Dom and Davion's legacy is something so incredibly positive. And
I agree.
I mean, Shirilla the Killer's legacy is already in the toilet, but it seems like her and her parents are just going to keep flushing. So, I mean, it looks good on her, in my opinion,
Yeah,
for entertainment purposes only.
yes,
Um,
I agree. I also want to touch on something that we haven't addressed yet. We talked a little bit about it, but women who commit domestic violence in relationships, it's absolutely a thing. And I wasn't there for their relationship, so I'm not going to make any accusations or anything like that. But we do have some videos that can raise some eyebrows. We do have accounts that are being told from people close to the situation that there were some things going on between Dom and Sharilla the Killer. I just want to remind everybody to kind of be on the lookout. And if you notice things about young men, even young women, but young men in this particular case, and things don't look like they're going well in a particular relationship, sit down and talk to them. Sit down and just say, hey, there is help out there. It may be hard to walk away, but there's help out there. There is the National Domestic Violence Hotline that they can call. They can call 1-800-799-7233. And I just want to remind everybody that domestic violence isn't always hitting. It isn't always hitting. It can be words that are spoken. It can be withholding money. It can be financial abuse. It can it can look a lot of different ways than actually physical abuse. And we just need to remind our young people that it's not okay. It's not okay to live like that. That's not true love. That's not how a relationship is supposed to go. And I'm not accusing these people in this particular case of anything, but I think it's worth noting, and I think it's something that we should take away as a lesson for the future, that women absolutely do commit domestic violence in relationships, just like men do. And there is help out there.
Mhm.
There's a national hotline. And I would encourage you to watch out for your friends and your family.
Absolutely. I know someone, a man who was horribly abused by his wife, emotionally and physically, for many years. And the first and last time he reached out for help, he went to the police station with a busted nose, a busted lip. His eardrum was busted. Um, they they did call him an ambulance, but the cops looked him in the face and laughed at him and said, "You really let a little girl beat you? You really let a little girl put her hands on you?" Now here's the thing: the person I know was about 6'5" and close to 400 pounds. His wife was about 4'7" and like 100 pounds soaking wet. If he'd have put his hands on her, he would have gone to big jail. So there are guys out there that understand that size difference, and they won't defend themselves. So law enforcement needs to kind of be aware too that when these men come to you for help, I mean, come on, yeah, he did let that little girl beat on him, because if he would have retaliated, he probably would have killed her,
Been in show.
and you'd
Yeah.
be working a homicide instead of going and telling her to calm her ass down and letting him get his stuff out of the house. So be thankful that you're not cleaning up a dead body, because he didn't let that little girl beat on him. And if that's your attitude, you're in the wrong profession.
I agree.
And a huge shout out to, there are law enforcement officers out there that have helped men and women escape situations like that, and you guys are the real MVPs. And yeah, let's remember that these guys are facing the same thing, but they don't report it because of the attitude that, well,
Yeah.
how much damage can she really do? How much
Right.
is she really going to hurt you? Well, she kicked him in the head until she broke his nose, busted his lip, and busted his eardrum. That's how much damage they can do. And he did try to shield himself, but he was also driving down the road. So
Wow. Yeah.
she was just crazy, in my
Yeah.
opinion, for entertainment purposes only. She was nuts. I kind of hope she watches this and knows I'm talking about her. Message me, honey. Message me. Anyway, but that's all I'm going to say about that. Say the next thing that popped into my head, but yeah, these guys they go through it, and people laugh at them and make fun of them, and that needs to stop. Um, and women need to learn to keep their damn hands to themselves. Honestly, I've seen a lot of things lately where women will just walk up and slap a dude in the back of the head that they don't even know walking down the street. And if he
What?
turns around, yeah, I saw a video the other day, and the guy turned around and slapped her back. And I don't think he
Well, yeah.
slapped her like, it wasn't like, okay, that's a woman slap. He just turned around and slapped because somebody slapped him. And everybody was like, I can't believe he did that. So you're saying he should be a punching bag? I don't know. I feel like keep your damn
Yeah.
hands to yourself and you won't have to worry about it. But yeah, there are women who will just walk down the street sometimes and smack dudes. And it's kind of a rage bait thing to see if they can get them to hit them back so that they can post the videos. And no, start none, won't be none. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is kind of like the FAFO, an FAFO situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leave people alone. Leave them alone. There is no reason for you to do all that. You're doing too much.
I
But
agree.
Very, very good point, Brandy. Thank you for reminding us and bringing that up, because everybody deserves to be in a healthy relationship, and
Yes.
nobody deserves to be beaten. Nobody deserves to be screamed at and emotionally abused. Um, and unfortunately, people do get into this. There's something about that person that they fell in love with. Um, that person's not coming back. Once they start all this, that person's not coming back.
Yeah.
And then there's also, people are afraid to leave. People feel like they can't leave. Um, so if you see somebody that's in that situation, I'm not asking you to put your own life in danger, but do what you can to help them and believe them.
Yeah.
Unless
Yes.
there's just a good reason to not believe them, believe them. If they need help getting the police there, get the police there. Um, and turn it in every time it happens. Go to the police every single time it happens, because you hear so often people don't report it. They don't want them to get in trouble, so they don't report it. And then when they do try to leave, there's no evidence. And they go to court, and people lose children or lose access to their children because there's no evidence. So if it happens one time, file on them one time. File on them every time. And I know there are some people that don't do that, because then it's worse when those people come home. The struggle is real. And I see people all the time. They must like it if they're staying.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Stop with the victim
All
blaming.
sometimes it's just they just don't have any support from other people to help them get out, and there's
Right.
nowhere else for them to go. And that's where, if you see something and you notice something, that's where it comes in that you you can absolutely be their support system. You can you can be the person that makes a difference in their life at that moment. And you hear more and more about domestic violence leading to unaliving people every day, every day. And you just never know
Yeah.
what some people are capable of. And I just think it's a good lesson to learn and a good reminder that there is help out there. It's not always physical. It's not shameful for a man to come forward and say, "Look, I'm going through this." And it's not okay to victim blame. We just got to remember all that.
I agree 100%. If you're going through something and you need help and you don't know where to turn and you don't have anybody else, send us a message on our Facebook page. We'll do
Yes.
everything we can to help you.
Yes, we
If
will.
you need a support system, we'll be that. We'll put you in contact with anybody we need to.
Yes, we sure will. And on another note, let's talk about Sharilla the Killer and her supporters. Her newfound fame, apparently this started when the trial was going on. I have no words. It appears to be from the male gender. And I agree. I never knew there were so many thirsty guys out there. Like, you hear about this with women. They write to these killers in
Yeah, well, look
prison.
at what happened with Wade Wilson and all them women just falling over themselves for him. But
And they done put all this money on his books. And he's done used all that money to buy little Debbie's from the commissary. And now look at him. Y'all go look at some of his current pictures.
we
What them little
we are
Debbie's
not
did from
We are not fat shaming.
Not at
We are
all.
chunky ourselves. We are just pointing out some facts.
That the little Debbies and from the commissary did him no favors. And that's
Oh my
because
goodness.
y'all putting money on his books like that. That's because of y'all. Because
Yep.
y'all put money on his books. I'm not saying y'all. If you didn't put money on his book, I applaud you. Way to go.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women that did and are, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
to this day still doing that. And
I think it's calmed down a little bit, but I think I saw something not long ago that there are still a few. And that's the thing. They all think they're the only ones that he's talking to.
they're not. You're not.
Not
And
even close, baby. Not even close.
if you haven't learned anything from the documentaries, then learn that he
Wow.
is an opportunist.
Yeah. Well, and so is Sharilla the Killer. I mean, she's gonna take your money,
Yes, you will.
and if she got to show her boobies to get some more, she gonna do that too. I mean, Jesus, I would think her parents would be more interested in stopping all of that kind of behavior with her as much as they could, rather than. I mean, I say that, but they also knew that she was smoking fatties and driving, and her dad flat out said he doesn't care. He doesn't
Yeah,
care if anybody does it. I mean, later he said that's not what he meant, but that's what he said. Um,
he said that. Yeah,
so, I mean, and are they? I'm just wondering, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only, are they going to blame that on the Russos too? Are they going to be like, oh, the only reason all of y'all think I said I don't care about her smoking dope is because the Russos? I'm just wondering. I mean, some of this stuff is so
yeah.
outlandish
It's a
that
good
I don't even
question.
know how you keep. I don't even know how people keep a straight face. I've seen so many podcasters and so many people covering this, and I just got to applaud them that they get through, that go in depth of these interviews with her mom and dad, and they keep a straight face the whole time. They just report the fact. They don't give their opinions. And I know some people would rather just, I don't care what you think, just tell me the facts, and that's cool if that's what you're into, and that's how these podcasters are. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I couldn't do it with a straight face,
yeah,
obviously.
yeah. I agree because
I
some
mean,
of the things that I've seen come out of their mouths are they're laughable. They really are. And
yeah,
and something I've seen going around is her dad went on a podcast and he actually um, faced some consequences over it, apparently of what he said. And I didn't realize that he was like a teacher, or he worked at a school or something like that, and he ended up losing his job because of some of the things he was saying on that podcast. And so he's getting a little bit of accountability for the things he's saying. And
yeah,
they're not okay. They're absolutely not okay
yeah. And
whatsoever.
I want to reiterate, and on one hand, I feel like I shouldn't say this because I don't want to give them any tips. But on another hand, I think if they would actually take my advice, it might help Dom and Davion's family a little bit. Make your daughter confess. She's been found guilty. She's not getting out. No matter who she shows her boobs to, she is not getting out. Okay? She's already there. Make her confess and give those families that information so they can move forward. Make her take accountability, and you guys do the same. And
Yeah.
then Get into the most intensive therapy for healing that you possibly can. Learn some self-awareness, because you are not helping her case.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Nobody buys it. And I would be willing to say the people, even the people who support Mackenzie, know damn well y'all are making an ass out of yourself. They just don't have the heart to tell you. I guarantee you they know she's just as guilty, and y'all know she's guilty. Deep down you know it. Her dad has almost slipped up a time or two and said it, but her mom was there to stop him. When he was saying she should have been found guilty for this and this, her mom stepped in. Oh, no, 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 because it was medical. But I actually looked at court documents that says that she was examined by medical professionals and medical experts who said that there was no health issue. So stop. She didn't have a seizure. There's too many people that drove that road as fast as they could and said that there's no way. They had to slow down. And they didn't even get to 100 miles an hour, not even close, and they had to slow down because of the conditions of that road. So she did not have a seizure. She did not have some kind of medical. That's in the court papers. She's been examined, and these medical experts say she did not have any kind of medical issue going on. It was not medical. She absolutely killed those two boys because she threw a temper tantrum, because she
Mhm.
didn't like what one of them said, probably Dom. She threw a fit, and she had never been parented to regulate her big emotions. And that's why she's where she's at. Now, at this point, she's an adult, and she could say herself, you know what? I'm going to take accountability, even if my parents don't want me to. Even if they don't want to walk this road with me, I can take accountability for myself. She could do that because she's an adult now. But yeah, if you guys are telling her that she's got all kinds of support out here, stop lying to her. Stop lying to her. I know at one point, and I'm gonna say this too. Don't threaten them. Don't go and harass these people. Don't threaten them. Don't tell her mom and dad y'all are going to come do something to them. Don't send them any kind of threats. Don't threaten her. That does nothing but return evil for evil. And we don't need to do that. So don't go harass these people, because harassing them ain't going to do any good anyway. It's just going to make them feel like more of a victim. They already feel like she's the victim in this. So harassing them is going to do nothing but confirm that they are the victims. Use that energy to spread the legacy of Dom and Davion,
Yeah.
and forget the Shirillas. Forget Mackenzie. Forget her mom and dad. I'm not saying don't watch anything else about them, but don't, if you're into it, you want to watch it. But don't use your energy to harass them or to send them messages or anything like that. Nothing you say is going to get through to them. I know I have addressed them in these videos, and nothing I say is going to connect. I know that. I'm doing it as part of the podcast, more hopeful for other people that might be going down the road they are, to realize it ain't going to happen. But I'm
Yeah.
not threatening them either. I'm not saying I'm going to come and do something, and I would never. Even if I was, even if there was a situation where, no repercussions or nothing like that, I'm just not that person. So don't threaten people. Let the law take care of what it's already taken care of, and spend your energy sharing Davion and Dom's legacy.
I agree. Well said. Well said.
And
Yeah.
I think that's about all I have for
It
Shirilla the
is.
Killer.
It's about all we have. I would just, instead of spreading hate towards the Shirilla family, I would just say, let's focus on Dom and Davion's legacy, and let's just pray for them, the Shirillas, that they get the healing and the counseling that they obviously need, and that one day they actually do take your advice, Mandy, and she does come forward and she says, look, this is what happened. This is what happened in that car that morning. I lied about having a medical emergency, and this is what happened. Let's pray that that actually does happen one day and her family gets the counseling and therapy they need.
And I'll tell you what, for what this is worth, if they come out and admit all their wrongdoing and she confesses, we'll delete these episodes. And we'll make another video and say that she came out and confessed, and good for her. But until then, everything I said stands as my opinion for entertainment purposes only. So I think that's going to do it for us for this series. We will be
Yes.
back with another one very soon. We've got all kinds of irons in the fire. We are giving you all kinds of cases as we find them. MMIW is still going strong.
Mhm.
Brandy's series is that she's popping out. She's got Light the Case. Is it Light the Case or Light the File?
Light the File.
Light the File, and that is all. That's cases that need awareness, but it's a quicker than us doing a deep dive on it. It's to get the word out
Yes.
and get it out fast, and that's been amazing. She's got When Darkness Changed the Law. And that's been amazing, and of course, What Was Done in the Dark is still going strong. And our new. Go ahead.
And
There's one more.
And my Today and True Crime History.
Today in True Crime
I touch
History.
on that
yes.
every once in a while. I think that's interesting, and I dive into that a little bit too. Yeah. So go over to our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and give those a like, give those a follow, and keep up with those little short stories. And I think you guys will find them interesting over there too.
Yes, and we do deep dives on some of them on occasion. It depends on what it is and what else is going on. And we have a new series that is the Light in the Dark, the weekly Light in the Dark spotlight that is all about ordinary people. Peoples is not a word. Actually, I think it is a word, but anyway, ordinary people who do heroic, courageous, brave things. And once in a while, we will actually spotlight, and it will be the Light in the Dark Fur Edition that is about animals who stepped in and did something heroic. So stay tuned for those.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a wonderful break, because when all you focus on is darkness, you start to think that's all there is. Yeah. And honestly, there's a lot of love and goodness left in the world. So you just got to find it. But that's going to do it for me on this series. I've said everything I can possibly say, and hopefully I put it in here just right. But Brandy, what else you got?
I just want to remind everybody to keep shining light where darkness dwells. Bye, everybody.
Absolutely. Bye, everybody.